Greetings everyone, this is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you. Continuing with my unboxing series on DC HeroClix Justice League Unlimited. So far, we are 13 boosters into the 30 I bought. We've got 4 super rares and 1 chase. Also, we've got 5 team-up cards so far. I think we probably got all the commons. Oh, no, not all. But we've got most... Oh, no, never mind. We've got all of them. Yeah, we got all the commons. And it looks like most of the uncommons. So this is probably going to go a bit. It's probably going to go a bit faster because there's going to be a lot more duplicates. So yeah, let's get started. All right, we got ourselves. Yep, another Starlab scientist. We got Justice Lord. Oh, we got another chase. Okay then. So that's 2 chases. And just after telling some of my play group that green arrows for chase green arrows for trade. Okay, so we got Starlab Scientist. Looks like we got Justice Lord Green Lantern, another Shiny Knight, and another Joker. Maybe we could actually pull off this, pull off something fun with Joker, with those extra Jokers. All right, let's get Black Vulcan. The Super Volt thing is actually a joke from the old Harvey Birdman cartoon. Harvey Birdman was an Adult Swim cartoon back in the... I don't remember exactly how long ago it ran, but it basically centered on the character Birdman, and he was now an attorney, and all of his clients were old Hanna-Barbera characters, including the original characters created for Super Friends. And Black Vulcan was voiced in this by voice actor extraordinaire Phil Lamar. And there was one point where he did say that he wanted to be called Super Volt. But anyways, let's get started with Justice Lord Green Lantern. Same sculpt as the regular Green Lantern, but with a slightly different paint job. Like the other Justice Lords, he has the Justice Lord trait. He also has the Green Lantern Corps Justice Lords, Ruler, and Soldier keywords. The Justice Lord trait, since we haven't seen anyone with it this video yet, goes as follows. When Green Lantern damages an opposing character with an attack, after resolutions, deal that character 1 unavoidable damage. If that character is not KO'd, immediately heal it 1 click. He also has another trait, the most powerful weapon in the known universe. When Green Lantern hits after resolutions, give each hit character that is equipped an action token. Okay. Then looking at the dial, got some running shot, followed by a little bit of charge, some penetrating psychic blast, followed by some blades. On defense, he's got Indomitable, and he also has a special power, a Better World, which gives him energy deflection and invulnerability. That's then followed by toughness. Then on damage, we open up with some enhancement, and we finish up with some empower. Okay. All right. And he comes in at 75 points. I should have mentioned that, at the beginning. But, oops. Well, everyone makes mistakes. I'm no different. And next, we've got Black Vulcan. Black Vulcan, now, okay, I do not know how true this is, but if I remember correctly, Black Vulcan was created for Super Friends and DC decided later on they wanted to decided to base a character on him, but because the character was big, they wanted to use the character in the comics. But since he was created by Hanna-Barbera for Super Friends, they couldn't, so they made a character, and so they made a similar character known as Black Lightning. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure of the veracity of that. It's really kind of a things I've heard over time, and you know what? Honestly, if you know otherwise, tell me in the comments. I'd love to know if it's actually true or not. So anyway, Black Vulcan comes in at either 50 points or 25 points. He has the Justice League and Super Friends keyword. He also has 2 traits. First is a Trouble Alert 1. Sideline active. Friendly characters have free. If this character critical missed this turn, or made the third attack this turn to miss all opposing targets, place a character from your sideline that can use a Trouble Alert trait adjacent on its blue starting line. At the beginning of your turn, if Black Vulcan started the game due to the Trouble Alert trait, roll a d6. On a 4, 5, or a 6, deal Black Vulcan 1 unavoidable damage. The next one is... I can't... Oh, God. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I don't know how... Okay, Okay, the other trait, being forced to wear pants, my occasional weakness. God, that makes that line from Harvey Birdman even more on point. Occasionally there would be moments where as Harvey Birdman was an Adult Swim cartoon, they did have a tendency to get a bit raunchy, and so at one point I remember there being a point where a female character hit on Black Vulcan, and he just kind of said, "I feel uncomfortable in my pants." I was like, "Oh God, okay." Yeah. Anyway. Characters that can use Barrier or Smoke Cloud modify attack +2 when attacking only Black Vulcan. Characters that can use Barrier or Smoke Cloud modify defense +2 when Black Vulcan attacks them. Oh, okay, alright. Don't see what that any of those have to do with wearing pants, but okay. Looking at the dial, we've got a couple clicks of phasing followed by a click of plasticity, and it goes 2 phasing, 1 plasticity, 2 phasing, 1 plasticity. On attack, we open up with a special power, the Shock of Your Life. Energy Explosion, Poison. When Black Vulcan uses either, he deals penetrating damage with it. Okay, that's actually really handy. He then has regular Poison. On defense, he's got Super Senses for the whole dial. And then on damage, he also has the special power, oh yeah, I have time travel powers. Did I not mention that? Probability Control. Once per turn, you may re-roll a friendly character's Super Senses roll. That's actually pretty good. It's just it's also on his third click and his 6th click only, though. Alright. Now that I've finished laughing myself silly, I think, for the moment at least, let's move on. And seriously, if you like tongue-in-cheek superhero stuff, if you like very, very, I wouldn't say dark, but kind of, at least adult humor with, characters from one's childhood. Seriously, if you never watched Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law, find a way to do so. You'll be glad you did. All right, so next we get Vixen. Okay, we got a regular Hawk Girl, and we got a team-up card for her. Okay. We got Uncommon Lex, Dr. Hamilton, and the Cadmus Scientist. Alright. Now, some of these team-up cards are actually, like, turn out to be a really big deal on the secondary market. I'll have to I might have to look into that when discussing some of my trade options. Alright, so we're really only looking at Hawk Girl from this booster, as everyone else is a duplicate. It's nice to have a duplicate of the regular Lex as well, though, so, you know. I'm really beginning to think this Project Cadmus team might be fun to try and build out of this. We will definitely have to see. Alright, so team up. Yep, okay. Oh, yeah. Alright, so let's get Hawk Girl on her top click. There's Hawk Girl. Well, that's how she's supposed to look. It's clearly from it's clearly from Justice League Unlimited, not Justice League itself, as she's in her. This is the outfit that she wore after leaving the Justice League after the events of the Justice League series finale, which was I want to say a 3-part story called Star-Crossed. In it was revealed that she was an advanced agent sent to Earth by the Thanagarians to pave the way for the Thanagarian Armada to come through and create a hyperspace bypass. Eventually. So Hawk Girl comes in at 60 points or 30 points, has the JLA team ability, as well as the Justice League and Warrior keywords. She also has improved movement, ignores characters. I thought she already had as a flyer. Guess not. She also has the Justice League Unlimited trait. And as I don't think anyone we've pulled so far this video has it, I'll go and reread it. At the beginning of your turn, roll a d6. On a 6, remove an action token from another friendly character with a Justice League keyword that's 100 points or less. Then we've got Nth Metal Mace. When Hawk Girl hits a character with a mystical keyword, after resolutions, deal that character 1 penetrating damage. Okay, alright. Looking at her dial, we open up on speed with a special power, Warrior's Ferocity, which gives her Charge and Flurry. Then we get a couple clicks of Flurry, back to Warrior's Ferocity, and then a couple more clicks of Flurry. Nothing on attack. And then defense starts off with combat reflexes and then goes to toughness. Okay, alright, not too shabby. Say definitely worth 60 points. There are definitely some Justice League teams coming up in the future. And now for a team up card. Team Up Green Lantern. Now I mentioned that I wouldn't be surprised if these turned out to be a new way of handling the relationship traits that pop up on some characters. And for example, would be the Cyclops and Jean Grey from the X-Men Animated Days Dark Phoenix Saga set, or Hawkeye and Black Widow from the Age of Ultron, the Avengers Age of Ultron's movie starter. Anywho, Team Up Green Lantern. If a friendly character named Green Lantern is on the map, Hawk Girl can use inertial deflection and gains passenger 2. Okay, all right. And what's even better about that is it doesn't necessarily have to be the John Stewart Green Lantern. You could have her on a Justice League team with Hal Jordan, or Hal Jordan, or maybe Simon Baz. I think those are the only ones that actually are named Green Lantern. I have to look, to be perfectly honest, but yeah. There are options, though usually most of those options are for what's referred to as Golden Age also. Anyways, moving on to our next booster. Alright. But yeah, story-wise, Hawk Girl ended up kind of basically, Starcross was betraying everyone, and so she left the team and was hanging out with Dr. Fate for a while. Anyway, next booster. Okay, we got another Batman, another Wonder Woman, another Dr. Tompkins. Ah, looks like we got regular Flash. Okay. Oh no, it's not another Wonder Woman. That's okay. That's Wonder Woman from Batman, from the Batman Beyond comics. Okay. They did, if I remember correctly, actually work in some of the. We also got a Flash team-up card to go with the Flash. Alright, so team-up card. Okay. So 1D Flash Batsy Dr. Tompkins Thompson. Thompson or Tompkins? Simmons. Neither. Haha. And Green Lantern. Okay. Alright. Let's get 1D and Flash on their top clicks. It's kind of neat. We've got Flash in each of the first 3 rarities. And speaking of Flash, we'll be starting with him. And there's a sculpt on him. It's very Bruce Timm-esque, which makes sense because, you know, Justice League was a Bruce Timm show. Flash comes in at 65 points. He's got the JLA team ability as well as the Central City, Justice League, Celebrity, and Speedster keywords. He also has improved movement, ignores elevated terrain and hindering terrain, which is so good when it comes to him being a speedster. He also has the Justice League Unlimited trait. He also has another trait, around the world in 80 milliseconds. Free. If the Flash occupies a square on the edge of the map, and that edge is the largest edge of the map or tied for it, place him in the same row or column on the opposite edge of the map from that edge. He can't be placed in a starting area this way. Okay, alright. Looking at his dial, we've got a full run of a special power across the city in a blink of an eye. Hypersonic speed. Free. This turn modifies speed +3, but the Flash can only move in direct paths. Okay. So potentially speaking, he can have up to a 16. His speed value goes from 16 down to at least 13 if he's traveling direct paths. On attack, he's got some late dial precision strike, and on damage or defense, he's indomitable, and he's got a full run of super senses. And that 16 at the end is kind of troubling, but otherwise not too shabby. Okay. And now, Wonder Woman Beyond. And you can kind of tell she's from the future with the white streaks in her hair. So, Wonder Woman here comes in at 120 points. That's a JLA team ability. She also has the Amazon, Justice League, Future, Mystical, Ruler, and Warrior keywords. She has 3 traits. First off is Boom Tube Travel. Once per game, phasing teleport, speed value 12, and after resolutions, you can remove an action token from her. Just like with Superman, for the future Superman as well. Then we've got a Love Lost. If a friendly character named Batman was KO'd by an opponent's attack this game, Wonder Woman can use Battle Fury and modifies attack +1. Finally, we have Peace at any cost. When Wonder Woman KOs a character after resolutions, choose one. Heal her 1 click or remove an action token from Wonder Woman. Okay. Yeah, this comes from the. This is actually from the comic book Justice League Beyond. Significant appearances listed as being issue 15, back from 2014. Looking at the dial, we've got some charge, we've got some sidestep, we've got some flurry, We got some super strength. We got some blaze. We got some steel energy. We got invincible, invulnerability, toughness, combat reflexes, shape change, close combat expert, and exploit weakness. Yeah, she's gonna mess you up close. Superman's gonna mess you up from a distance. She's gonna come in and just bring the pain to your face. Okay, well, not bad though. Not too shabby. Alright, next booster. Yeah, before I forget, we have got Flash's team up card. Black Canary, and if a friendly character named Black Canary is on the map, Flash needs probability control, but only when targeted by a close attack. Okay. Not too terrible. Not too powerful, not too, not too powerful, but not useless. I actually kind of like it when they just straight up give Flash prob because of how fast he moves and whatnot. Alright, so we got another Amanda Waller. Ooh. Another Vixen, another Static, another Shazam, and we got Blight. Blight was a major Batman Beyond villain. There were a few Batman Beyond characters in the Batman the Animated Series set. Notably, Batman, oh god, the robot that was that got a spin-off series was in there. Ink was in there, and I think that was actually it. Blight is a major villain from Batman Beyond, as he, in fact, is somewhat responsible for Terry becoming Batman. Somewhat. Basically, Blight, if I remember correctly, arranged the death of Terry's father, and yeah, kind of got the ball rolling there. Amanda Waller did other things to have him there, but yeah, Blight. I'll say this right off the bat. I feel like they could have used some translucent plastic for the head and hands, and maybe on that open chest. But otherwise, it works for him. So Blight comes in at 70 points. He's got the Batman Enemy and Underworld team abilities. He also has the Gotham City, Underworld, Future, Monster, and Politician keywords. And he's got a trait, Walking Nuclear Disaster. Poison. When he uses it, he has improved targeting, ignores characters in elevation and opposing characters within 3 squares. And opposing characters within 3 squares in line of fire are considered adjacent. After resolutions, give a rad token to each character damaged this way, without that doesn't already have one. Characters with rad tokens modify their defense -1 and are dealt 2 damage by poison instead of 1. Oh, damn. Okay, alright. Looking at his dial, we open up with the special speed power, Dirty Dealings, which gives him sidestep and stealth, and then he gets sidestep and force blast. On attack, we open up with some penetrating psychic blast. We end with some pulse wave. Defense, we open up with some invulnerability, followed by toughness, followed by willpower at the end. Then on damage, we open up with a special power, CEO of Wayne Powers, which grants him exploit weakness and shape change. So he's going to be doing penetrating he's all about some penetrating damage there at the beginning. And that then gives way to Ranged Combat Expert. Not too shabby. He's going to be fun to play with, too. That's for damn sure. Alright. Moving on to the next booster. Okay. Oh, we got another super rare, Big Barda, and yeah, no no team up cards. Not that I'm complaining. It's just just means I only have to deal with one figure because the rest of this booster we got Wonder Woman, Cheetah, uncommon Green Arrow, and common Batman. So there's Barda's card, there's everybody else's card. Barda, 1D, Cheetah, Arrow, Batsy. Okay, so let's get Barda onto her top click. It looks like this is a future version of Big Barda, but yeah. So there's Big Barda. She comes in at either 110 points or 50 points. We've got the Apocalypse, Birds of Prey, Female Furies, Justice League, New Gods, Future, and Warrior keywords. We've got the Boom Tomb travel trait, same as Future Superman and Future Wonder Woman. Looking at her dial, we open up with a special power on speed. Unless you got an S on your chest, you're useless. Charge, Flurry. When Big Barda uses Flurry and hits with both attacks, she has protected outwit until your next turn. Okay. That then gives way to charge. There's regular charge, I should say. On attack, she starts off with nothing, gets some Quake, then we get some Super Strength. Defense, she's got Indomitable. Opens up with Invincible, gives way to Impervious, then Toughness. On damage, she opens up with a special power, I'll kill you, you demented old gargoyle. Opposing effects can't give Big Barda action tokens or modify her combat values. Okay. Now, when it says that an opposing effect can't modify a combat value, for example, Green Arrow's Trouble Alert, which states, or his, not his Trouble Alert, but his my occasional weakness trait, states that opposing characters within 2 squares get +2 attack to their attack. That actually won't affect Barda at all because when that specific power is showing. That gives way to some close combat expert as well. And she's not bad at all. I like how they incorporate also a line from from an appearance she made on Justice League Unlimited when or it was just Justice League, wherein her and Mr. Miracle were at the Watchtower looking for Superman because Oberon had been kidnapped by Darkseid's forces, and Flash volunteered to help, but she told him that, unless you got an S on your chest, you're pretty much useless. Alright. That makes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 super rares so far. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Probably get one more. If we got a prime this one, I'll kind of be surprised. Big if, though. Alright. Another Dr. Fate, another Jonah Hex. Question. Oh, we got another super rare. Warhawk. Actually, a figure I've really been looking forward to seeing. Yeah, no team-up cards. But hey, it's still nice to deal with, more than one figure from a booster. Right, guys? So, Warhawk, Question, Cheetah, Jonah, and Fate. Also, nice to get some extra Dr. Fate. Do that whole thing with Dr. Fate having multiples of himself. question. Really hope there's a team-up card for him and Huntress. Their relationship was an interesting plot point throughout the series, in my opinion. Also of note, Jeffrey Combs, character actor probably best known for his role in his role in the Reanimator films, as well as his various roles in Star Trek, did an amazing job voicing the question. Speaking of which, let's start off with him. That's honestly like just the perfect look for the question. They couldn't have done that sculpt better. So question comes in at 40 points, has the JLA team ability as well as the Justice League, Detective, Martial Arts, and Reporter keywords. We got 2 traits. First off is Justice League Unlimited. Next up is Question Authority. Power action. If there is no D6 on this card, roll a D6 and place it on this card. Whenever a character within 6 squares in line of fire makes an attack roll, you may remove the D6 from this card and replace a die in the roll with it. Okay. Looking at his die, we got a full run of stealth. Got a couple of the special attack power, asking questions. At the end of your turn, smoke cloud at no cost, but only to generate 1 marker. Defense, he's got Indomitable, as well as combat reflexes. He's got a whole dial. Got a couple of clicks about Wit, followed by a couple of clicks of Perplex. The various appearances of the question were always very always kind of were like scene stealer episodes, or scene stealer moments, in my opinion. He just basically showed up, and regardless of which character he was dealing with, it was all about the question. I mean, even going up, sharing scenes with George Hubert's Superman, Clancy Brown's Lex Luthor. Yeah, it was amazing. Moving on, however, to Warhawk. So Warhawk is from the Batman Beyond Future Justice League, and he is the son of John Stewart and Hawkgirl. Warhawk comes in at 75 points, or 50 points. He's got the JLA team ability as well as the Justice League Armor, Cosmic, Future, Police, and Warrior keywords. Much like Future Superman, Wonder Woman, and Big Barda, he's got the Boom Tube Travel trait. He also has another trait, Disguise on My Home. You're just a trespasser. Attack +1, but only targeting character with the flight ability. Defense +1, but only when targeted by characters without the flight ability. Then we've got, looking at the dial, we open up with a special power. Hawkman Sortie. Dive. Charge. Adjacent friendly characters with the flight ability can use charge. Okay. That thing is with a regular charge. On attack, we open up some Blaze Claw's Fangs, which is with it to Quake. On defense, we open up with the special power Thanagarian Armor owned, American Military Honed, which gives him energy deflection, invulnerability, and willpower. That thing gives way to toughness. And then we get some late dial exploit weakness. Okay. He used to be fun to play with, that's for damn sure. Alright, so last booster for the video. Let's see what surprises it holds inside. Is it another super rare? Is it a prime? Is it just a whole bunch of stuff we've already seen? We'll find out. Alrighty, we've got Superman, Captain Atom, Huntress, the other Supergirl, and Amanda Waller. Okay. And we have a Superman team-up card. Supergirl. Yep, that's everybody. Alrighty. So, let's look at Supergirl first, and I'll prop her up a bit. You can get a decent look at the sculpt without, my finger in the way, but... So Supergirl here comes in at 75 points. She's got the Superman Ally and JLA team abilities, as well as the Justice League, Kryptonian, Legion of Superheroes, and Metropolis keywords. She also has a Justice League Unlimited trait, as well as another trait. Not so sure this is a good idea or not. Let's see what happens. When Supergirl has no action tokens and makes an attack, if she hit after resolution to remove an action token from her, or if she missed, all targets after resolutions give her an action token. Okay. Near dial, we've got a couple clicks of charge, a couple clicks of running shot, a couple clicks of sidestep. On attack, we've got a couple clicks of super strength and some precision strike, some quake. She's indomitable. We've got some impervious as well as invulnerability, toughness, and then we get some late dial battle fury. Okay, alright. I think that actually is the one that everyone's really kind of crowing about. Now we got the Superman team up card. Team up, Kryptonian. If Superman is part of the listed themed team, he can use leadership. When he does and removes an action token from a character with listed keyword, heal that character one click. Okay, alright. Not too shabby. Anyway, that's it for this video. We still got one more video to go for the unboxing series. Our final brick. Well, we'll be opening up this final brick and going through all of it. Seeing as how we're at the point where, we've got almost all the uncommons, all the commons. I actually want to see. Yeah, we got all the uncommons except for the prime. We've got a large chunk of the rares, and we've actually had no duplicate rares either. So, yeah, good chance that that's why we're going to do the whole brick in one go. Anyway, as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.